Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa. So I have not gotten my tripod yet, but I thought since it was my day off, and I'm on the internet, but that's another story. I thought that I would try and do a drill with me. I had some people that disliked my other drill with me. It's because they couldn't see what I was doing. So what I did was I took two books, an old black and tan Pilsner bottle, and a wire clothes hanger, and I jerry-rigged my own camera angle. I hope it's okay. I mean, oops, 1, 2, 3. We shall see. I mean, what can I say? It's my blue tray. I love my blue tray. It's really dark, you can't see it. But I love this. It's one of the most favorite diamond painting accessories that I have bought. I highly recommend it. Today I'm working on Pooh Bear. I got him the other day. He's a square. He's a 15 by 20. I linked that video down below of the unboxing. Yesterday I made my own drill pen. Woo! I had my husband get all the I like ripped it off of the end of those cheap pink drill pens we all get, and I bought this at the Dollar General. It was $1, and I had my husband take his knife and shave down all the plastic that was left on the outside, jammed it in there, and I'll be dang, I made myself a drill pen. Yes. I'm working on my little light pad today. I should have brought out my big one because I keep sticking my arm on it and shutting it off, which is driving me crazy. So, try and get the tray out of the way. So, how is everybody today? It is really hot today and humid. Reminds me of when I lived in South Carolina, you know, where the humidity is so thick you could cut it with a knife. I wish it would rain. I hate it when it's like this. But this is Tuesday, and I have to go back to work tomorrow. I haven't done any of my big projects. I got this in the mail the other day, and I don't know, sometimes you get worn out by the big ones. I keep sticking my hand in there, so we're gonna put this right here. On little ones, I normally take I keep sticking my arm on that light pad. Little ones, God dang it, Lisa. Wow, sorry guys. Little ones, I normally take the paper all the way off and just go all the way around. I was talking to Tracy from Tracy's DP and Crafts, and that a lot of people do like squares at a time. They like section off their diamond painting. I know Gigi does it. Ginger diamond painting, and a lot of people do it, but I don't. I said, Tracy, I'm weird. I like pick one color and I like go all around the diamond painting and try and get that. And she's like, no, it's not weird. And I was thinking, you know, that's right. You know, this is a craft, so there's no rules. You can do what you want, right? Right. Yeah. I'm exceptionally slow when I'm on camera. I'm faster when I'm not talking. So my husband is going out of town for work for a couple days, so I might get a lot more diamond painting done. Because then I can just eat like takeout and stuff. But no. I will miss him, but he's only be gone for a couple days. And I'll be working and taking care of the animals, so I won't have to, I probably won't have time to miss him. You know what, I'm almost to the point where I'm not going to use this light pad, because it's starting to piss me off. Pardon my French. I don't know. I cuss on occasion, so if you're not like into that, I'm sorry. I apologize. My mother used to always tell me that cussing was lazy people's way because they couldn't think of the correct word to use. So, yeah. So not only was it bad to cuss, but you were also kind of dumb because you couldn't figure out the correct adjective to use, so you just reverted to a bad word. Well, according to her. I hope I'm an angle. Trying to think of stuff to talk about. It's kind of tough. I feel like I just go to work and come home and occasionally do a craft or something. Maybe I could tell you about the stuff I like to do, or my crafting history, my crafting creds. When I was a kid, my mom used to go to the grocery store, and back in the day you could let your kids run around the store, which you cannot do now because, you know, God only knows, they might get stolen. But my mom would be shopping, and my sister and I would want to go look at the toy section. And so she would say yes, 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 because she would want to get her grocery shopping done without two little girls driving her crazy. So this was the 70s, so back then, you know, it's fine. So we would go in the toy aisle and look up and down. And my favorite part of the toy aisle was, besides the Barbies, because my sister and I were obsessed with Barbie dolls, the outfits and stuff. They had a section of like kid crafts to do. Like, I remember there was a sand painting kit. Remember that back in the 70s? Where you take it was a bottle, and then you put the different color sands in it, so it'd make, and you did them in order, and then it'd make like a pattern. I don't know if y'all remember that, but they're really popular in the like late 70s, early 80s. And then I think 70s more so. And then there was like macrame kits, make a bracelet. And then loom loops. Remember loom loops? You get this little like plastic holder thing, and you would put these stretchy, that almost looked like excuse me, somebody took a piece of sock and cut it up into long loops. Well, anyway, you would kind of braid them on there, and then at the end you would pop them off and it'd make a pot holder. Yeah, my sister Christy was great at that. She made so many of those. I think I did one or two. I wasn't into it. And then they had like shrinky-dinks, the little plastic ones where you color it with a color pencil, and then you put it in the oven and bake it. And then what else? I like the little sun catchers with the, you get the little crystal pebbles, and then you pour them in the right slot. Like, I think I had a sailboat or something, and you know, you do it's only like maybe 3 colors, white, blue. I was really little. All right, not really little, but probably like 10 or so. And so that was fun. We used to do that a lot. Let's just say we grew up in the country, and my mother was always, you know, she didn't like us to watch TV, so we were always doing something. Ginger was asking for canning tips, and I was laughing because my mom canned all the time, but I don't remember hardly any of it because my sisters and I were out in the garden picking and shucking and, like she would can a million green beans, and so we would have to, we'd have to snap all the green beans. So when it came down to canning, my mom would be like, okay, you're done. And so we would run off to do something different. So I totally missed the canning aspect. Excuse me, I'm still getting over bronchitis. So yeah, I don't remember that at all. Anyway, so I really liked all those crafts. Well, my mom used to do crewel embroidery, and she did a lot of really beautiful stuff. And anyway, I was interested in it. And so when I was about 10, for Christmas, she bought me a Snoopy crewel embroidery kit. And it must have been like 76, 77, because it was Snoopy sitting on his doghouse with Woodstock and the American flag hanging off it. And strangely enough, I still have it. And I never finished it. I mean, it was very frustrating. I don't know if I was just too little. I probably was 10 at the time. But, it was a mess. It was a hot mess. I don't know if I was impatient. I'm sure I was. I'm sure I was just jamming the needle in and frustrated. Anyway, so we went on vacation when I was about 12 or 13 to visit my sister in Norfolk, Virginia. Or was it Richmond? I can't remember. But we were in Virginia on vacation. And my sister Mindy was doing this new craft at the time. Well, it was new to me, and it was called cross stitch. And she was really good at it, and she was doing it on 22 count either linen or Aida. Anyway, it's in cross stitch. The higher the number that it is, the smaller the X or whatever, or where you crochet, where you cross stitch is. So my sister was obsessed. She did like itty bitty teeny tiny cross stitch, and I was like, I want to try that. And my mom said to Mindy, no. She said, I bought her that crewel kit, she never finished it, don't waste your money, blah blah blah. And Mindy said, it's okay, for 50 cents they sell a little tiny one, and it comes on an Aida cloth or whatever you want to call it. I always called it Aida cloth, but if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. She goes, I'm going to get her one and I'll show her. And if she's interested in it, I'll sit her down and we'll do it on vacation. So I was excited. I'm like, okay. So what I picked out was a goose, and it was itty bitty. It, like maybe this big. Really cute. Yellow, black, white. I think that was it. I think it was just 3 colors. I don't even think it had a bow around its neck or anything. So anyway, Mindy showed me the basics, and I finished it. And my mom was like, wow, here's something she can actually do. And now I honestly think that with cross stitch, because the Aida, however you want to say it, has the holes in it, the waffle weave, that to me, that makes sense, because then I know where to go up and down. As opposed with crewel embroidery, it's just, a piece of cloth, and you just kind of follow the printed lines that are on the paper. But with the cross stitch, there's holes, and you know where to come up and you know where to go down. It's really not, there's not really a lot of room for error. So that probably would have been the end of it. But I met a girl who had just moved, strangely enough, from Texas to Michigan, and her dad got a job there's a lot of colleges in Michigan. And her and I met through church, and her name was Rochelle. And her dad got a job as a professor of music at, I want to say, the Grand Rapids School of Music and Art, but I could be wrong. Anyway, she had just come from Texas, and lo and behold, her and I were about the same age. I think she was a grade younger, but she did cross stitch, and I was like, I did that. And she's like, really? And because nobody else was doing it. Now there was one small store in my hometown at the time, but it wasn't like you could go into like a dry goods store and find it. I mean, you could find like I said, crewel embroidery, and you could find like you know, like, remember back in the day they would embroider on like tea towels and pillowcases and stuff. Those were really easy to find. But cross stitch was, you know, not so much. And let there be light. And at the time, the town I grew up in, there came a lady by the name of Marilyn, and she started Stony Creek Cross Stitch. And she's still in business all these years later, and I'm 50 years old, and I can't even imagine how old that lady is now, but yeah. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan, the home of Stony Creek Cross Stitch. If you know cross stitch at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Rochelle and I started, you know, trading patterns, and I slowly started buying, I decided on DMC floss because it's the easiest to access and most designers used it. And I thought it was very smart of me because I still have some of that floss left over, and they've been in business maybe 300 years by this point. And they do not change colors. Now, I know that back maybe 10 years ago there was some controversy about because of dye lots and pollution, that they had changed something, and I can't remember what it was. But I'm so old, I remember when B5200 was a brand new color. And I remember when before you use 666, you better rinse it out under warm water and salt to set the fabric dye. Otherwise, when you went to wash your project, it would be pink. Yeah, I remember that. So anyway, all through high school and college and my first marriage and my 30s and 40s, I was a cross-stitching fool. I went crazy. I have so many things that I've finished. I have lots of projects done. And my family knew me as the cross-stitcher. What time are we at? You're probably bored out of your minds, right? Anyway, so, and I have lots of stuff. And I loved it. I made all my cards, my Christmas cards, my birthday cards, whatever, was all in cross stitch. And a brief foray, a brief departure into scrapbooking, and then right back to cross stitch. And I loved it. And I cross stitched constantly. Excuse me, I need a drink. And then I hit my dreaded 40s, and guess what came into play? Yes. So about, I'm gonna say, '42, '43, my eyes, I used to cross stitch on 16 count Aida and, or even smaller. I did 14 and I did 16. I did anything. I did linen. I liked linen a lot. Never bothered me at all. I was cross-stitching fool. And I wore glasses to drive, but that was for far away. My close-up vision was just perfect. I didn't have any problems. But as I got older, my eyes, I was like, what the heck is going on? So I went to the Dollar Tree and I got some readers, and it drove me crazy, because if you're not used to wearing glasses, have something sitting on your face is freaking, annoying. And so I was frustrated. Here I have all this cross stitch stuff. I have projects I want to finish, and I can't see. Well, I can, but it's frustrating to me that I can't do what I want to do. And that, if you knew me, you'd know that about me, that if there's something that I want to do and I got it in my head that I can do it and I can't accomplish it, I get really mad at not at people, but I get mad at myself. So I think I'm going to end right here, and I will pick up the story on what happened next. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to. If you have any questions or anything, put them down below. I'm always happy to talk to you. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.